What's up, Infected? Welcome to the Quarantine. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Kickstarter game by the name of Kingdom of Air Kingmaker by Alan Cheshire. Kingmaker plays between 2 to 5 players. It plays in about 10 to 20 minutes, give or take, and is recommended for ages 10 plus, all of which I would say is about accurate. However, I would recommend it at 3 plus, and I would actually say it plays optimal at the full complement of 5 players. Now, if you like what you see in this video, I will have a Kickstarter link up here that when it's available, and down in the description, that'll take you directly to the Kickstarter, and it'll be able to give you way more information than I could possibly cover in this video. Even though it doesn't share a whole lot with it, the similarities with Coup have been brought up numerous times while playing. Everybody's given the same number of cards, and you all are trying to get in each other's heads and wheel and deal and play cards, and eventually be one of the last houses remaining, and then have the most points on the board when that happens. And I made the comparison with Coup. There isn't a lot of like bluffing and just outright lying like you do with Coup, but something about the game kind of has a very similar vibe that Coup would have. So that's really the best way I can briefly describe Kingmaker. So let's just go over to the overview, shall we? Alright, as normal, this is a review, it is not a tutorial. However, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm actually not going to be covering a whole lot of rules during this. This video is meant to just give you a basic idea of how the game is played, so you can determine whether or not the game is right for you. The other thing being, everything you see here is a prototype copy of the game, so it is all, of course, subject to change. Alright, when playing a game of Kingdom of Air, everybody's going to set up their 3 house cards, which has their color borders along the edge of their cards, and then now you're ready to go. Each player is going to have their stack of their color cards. Each player is going to choose one of these cards, and we'll go through some of the art here. You're going to choose one of these cards, and you're going to play it face down in front of you. And once every player has placed a card face down, everybody will reveal said card simultaneously, and then you will go down the actions list here and perform Jester joins courts, courts attacks, so on and so forth. And then all of these cards will be discarded in the middle. Anybody who is attacked would flip over one of their cards face down, and then you'll proceed to do the same thing every round. Now, some of these cards here are attack cards. If attack cards are played, whoever has the majority of attacks on them get attacked. So of course you would flip one of your houses face down. Some of the cards are persistent and stay in play, like the banners. You'd play them. Your attacks now count for 2. And there's a variety of other cards. So once you've played all your cards, they'll all go face down in the middle of the table and into the discard pile, unless, of course, it is an attack card. You will get that back into your hand, and you'll proceed to continue playing the game the exact same way. You'll continue doing that until 2 houses have flipped all of their houses, or all but 2 of the houses will flip their cards face down, like this. Now, one of these 2 houses will be the winner. They will add up all of their points, whether they have on the table or in their hands. Now, when you look at some of these cards, if they have a crown up here, that's how many points they're worth if they're face up on the table. And some cards have something like this in the bottom right-hand corner, showing how many points they are worth if they are still in their hand and did not use them. The game's going to continue to do that, like I said, until 2 houses remain. You're going to add up the number of points that those 2 houses have. Whoever has the most points wins. And that is how you play Kingdom of Air Kingmaker. So let's just go to my final thought, shall we? Alright, Kingmaker. Well, right out of the gates, I'm just going to go ahead and say that everybody that played this game thoroughly enjoyed it. It's super quick, it's fairly light. After usually 1 game, not even a full game, like half a game, everybody knows what the cards do, and it's very quick, very light, and very enjoyable. However, it's not without its problems. One of the problems that we had, well, if you look at this, the art, this is one of my favorite pieces of art in the game. I have no idea what that card does until I've played the game a few times. So I feel that a little just what the card does on the card totally would be beneficial. With that said, this is prototype copy of the game. So there's no telling. Hopefully they add something like that to the cards. But just in case they don't, I just want to kind of point that out. But again, that's a minor complaint. After like a game, you there's not a whole lot of cards here, so you're gonna know what everything does. The biggest complaint, however, that everybody had with the game was it's very prone to ganging up on one person. Everybody just kind of agrees, all right, screw that guy. And because where you get your attack cards back at the end of every round, you attack somebody, they have to flip over one of their cards, and then everybody just agrees, let's just keep attacking that person. And then of course, if nobody betrays each other, they just knock somebody out within a few rounds, and that person just like, well, that's cool, I guess. And so it's not really fun when people do that, so just know that it can be prone to that. However, there are preventative measures like the Marshal and the Seer, and they allow stuff like that to be prevented, but when you use those cards, they go into the middle of the discard pile, and once you're out of them, you're a fresh target. You are open for anybody to open a can of whoop ass on you. So that is a problem that we had. However, with our groups, what didn't seem to be too much of a problem, because there was a lot of wheeling and dealing and betrayals, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll totally attack here, and then a bunch of people attack that person instead, and you see who's winning and stuff like that. So just know that it is a potential issue with the game. But overall, I highly recommend it. The game is fantastic. So anyways, that is my review for Kingmaker, Kingdom of Air Kingmaker. Fantastic little game. Go ahead and pick it up. Again, the Kickstarter link will be up here in the corner. Now, if you notice, the format of this video is a little different, trying to get my videos condensed into a smaller time frame. I'm looking at like the 15 to 20 minute time frame. Shorter would even be better. That way they're easier for more people to watch. So if you like that, let me know down in the comments. Let me know if you like the format of this video better. I also have a Patreon up here in the corner, Papow. If you'd like to support the channel up there, I would definitely appreciate it. Any little bit helps. I have in the comments, or sorry, in the description, my Twitch and my Twitter if you'd like to check those out. So anyways, I will see you guys next time in the quarantine.